Good morning. I need to go to the phone store today and replace my screen because I had dropped it and it created a crack, and that's why in my last video I was getting like these weird orbs because that crack was like reflecting lights. So I don't even know if you guys are going to see it in the video. It may just have been a reflection back to me, but it was driving me nuts. So I flipped the screen protector, and now there's like weird bubbles and there's like dog hair, and right now it's on my forehead. It's just driving me nuts, so I need to fix it today. But anyways, two things. We are getting a new family member today, and it was very impulsive. Like, let me tell you, I'm making dinner and Ryan comes in with a face that I knew he had news, but I just didn't know what kind of news. And he's like, so my sister has a dog and it's a puppy and it needs a home. And I saw some pictures, and that puppy is giving me Rosie vibes, and I just love Rosie. She is a special dog. Anyways, it's another girl. She's 10 weeks old. She's also a Dachshund mix. She's a Dachshund Chihuahua mix, and she is also black. So she has enough Rosie in her, and she's a cuddler, which we love cuddle dogs. They're great. And we've seen some videos of her, and she's definitely, you can tell, a very sweet dog. So we said yes. So she'll be coming into our home today, and we're gonna have a fresh puppy, and it's been a minute. So I want to go to the store this morning and get some little things for her to chew on, because I know it will feel good for her. My sister-in-law is letting us borrow a crate for now, because I don't have an extended time off. I was kind of thinking about getting a puppy in the summertime because the boys would be here and I could take a few days off and then focus on potty training and then have them carry the torch. But since I'm going to be going back to work next week, I think the crate will be good, and I can come home on my lunch break, take her out and play with her for a half an hour, and then go back to work. And I'll do that probably for a week or two until she's understanding the dog door, and then we'll kind of just see. If she's a big chewer, I might still use the crate until we get past that stage, and keep the door shut. And then if she's doing all right and she's behaving herself, then we may let her be out and about more. So we'll kind of just figure her out and what she's doing on the weekends and when we're home with her to navigate keeping her safe. But anywho's, you guys are gonna meet her today. I'm very excited. And then I had gotten some mail that wasn't supposed to come to us. It had the wrong address on it, so I went and returned it. And when I went out to the mailbox, I had a card, and I really wanted to share it with you guys because it's from Brittany. So I don't know if you guys watch her channel, but she has been making her cards, and that's so inspirational and sweet. Like, I don't even think that she realizes how special that is, but that's very special. Like, for me, I would have loved to do something like that, but I kind of feel pressed for time, and so I just feel honored that she carved space in her evening for me. So here is the card. It is stinking precious. Look at it. It's a little Gingy girl. Isn't she cute? I love her. And it says in it, "Dear Raina and fam, I pray that you have a wonderful holiday season filled with fun, laughter, and countless blessings. I cherish our friendship more than you know. Love, Brittany and the whole Wayward farm." You're so cute. So anyways, I had a great morning just because of this card. This is actually the first, well, no, actually it's the second Christmas card I've received, and it's just, this one's more heartfelt than the first one. Not to say that I don't appreciate the first one because it's a family picture, but it's kind of like, you know, when somebody makes something, oh, I hope I didn't show an address. You know, when somebody makes something homemade, is just very, very sweet. I'm gonna keep this card forever. I feel like it needs to go into my scrapbook for keeping forever. But anywho's, okay, I'm gonna go to the pet store and the phone store. I didn't know that people dressed up their guinea pigs. Did you guys know this? It's hilarious. Let's get a guinea pig. Just kidding. Look at these dog toys. I freaking love SpongeBob, okay? They do have some that are smaller, but I'm not gonna get them for her. They also have a Minnie and Mickey selection here. Okay, the bad part about having your sister-in-law be part of like animal care industry is she knows more, and I was asking about the puppy, like transitioning it from the food that the puppy food it's on to the type of brand of food that Rosie's on, and I found out the brand of food Rosie's on actually causes heart problems, and I'm like, great. So we're gonna transition Rosie from the food she's on to this other brand that the puppy's currently on. It's called Royal Canin, but apparently grain-free dog food creates heart problems, which I think in my head, why is that? Like, I don't imagine a wild dog eating grain, but I think it's just the way that they put together the dog food that says grain-free. It's been creating heart problems. So anyways, I'm going to mix this new brand of food with her Blue Buffalo that I'm giving her and transition her, because I can't cold turkey transition her. It apparently will give her diarrhea. So, and also the food is $10 more per 1 pound less of food. So that's how you know it's factual, right? The healthy stuff always costs more, even in dog world. I don't even want to know about the cat. I'm sure she's eating terrible things. Like, I picked these up for her. Oh, nope. Not those. Squeezable tubes. But the teenager's been loving bonding with her over the tubes, so I'm not perfect. I am hoping to use these, though, to encourage the puppy to use the little doggy door. So hopefully these work. They're little freeze-dried pieces of chicken. $138 later, but listen, the puppy was free. We're getting to borrow the crate, and she's already coming with her first shots. So really, this is a deal. I got her a cozy crate, little bed. I was gonna buy a blanket, but I didn't like any of the blankets they had, so I'm sure we have a blanket in our house she can use. This is the brand of food she's eating, the Royal Canin puppy. So I'm gonna give her that. We're gonna transition Rosie from this to this, and then for Kiki, because I know she's gonna be stressed a little bit that there's a new four-legged buddy in the house, we got her some of her tubes, the chicken and tuna. I found, oh my goodness, I found bowls that attach to the crate, and I thought that this would be a good idea because, again, I'm going to try and feed her separately. Sally let me know that she should be on puppy food for the first year of her life. So, holy smokes. So I'm going to try and feed her separately in the crate, and I thought having bowls that she isn't going to knock all over the place is probably the best idea. So we got those. And up close, there are these training treats to try and encourage her to come through the dog door. And then for her toys, I just picked out two because I don't want her to clutter up her crate, but I just got her this little cute pink chew bone to work on, and then this little squeaky toy, which depends on how much she's playing with it. I mean, she's going to be in our bedroom. But it's lamb chop and it's cute. So there we go, $138. I did save $9 by buying a $10 coupon book. I was hoping it was going to help with these because these were $15 each, but it didn't include crate bowls. So I'm like, of course. She did advise for me to download their app because apparently when you shop there with their app, you get better points. And so I'm going to start doing that and hopefully just save more money long term on things for the cat and the dogs. I almost considered getting them something for Christmas, but I'm like, girl, you had $138. Simmer down now. Simmer down. And I totally have my weekend hag hair today. Like, I didn't do anything to it. It's just being big. It's fine. It's good. Okay, well, I got a text about 15 minutes ago stating she's on her way. So our baby's going to be at the house here in about an hour. I also wanted to add, I forgot about this. If you guys don't know this about T-Mobile, is when you buy their protection plan or whatever, you get free plastic screen covers on your phone for life. I never have to buy them and I never have to place them on my phone. I literally just walk in there, I give them my phone number and they replace it. So if you're somebody that always like hates applying those little plastic screen protectors or worrying about buying them and all that, like, they got you covered. That plan covers that. And I had no idea. I had it for years and had no idea. I had been buying my screen protectors from like Temu and applying them very poorly by myself. So I just wanted to share that information in case you also are a T-Mobilean. That's right, T-Mobilean. That's a thing.
All right, that is 503.
Not me going into the phone store to get my screen protector and leaving with a whole new internet setup. Not me. I know that Ryan wanted to try it because he heard that it could be faster than what we have, and it's quoted to be $28 cheaper than what we're paying right now. So I figured, why not? Let's test it for 2 weeks and see if it is better than what we have. And then if it is, I'll save us a little bit of money and it will be included in our very big T-Mobile bill. I pay a lot of money for all of our phones because we have 4 phones, 2 watches that can accept calls and send messages and all of that, and now internet bundled in there. It's a big bill. Sometimes I think about, like, after we pay off our credit cards, maybe paying off the phones to see if that brings down our monthly bill, but I don't think there's any interest. I don't really know how that works with phone companies. I think you're just paying way too much for a phone, but to be honest, they do so much and we need them now. I hate that. Just so you guys know, I hate that we need the phones because so many people have transitioned to us needing to scan things, or I need to use the app to save money, that these poor people that want to live simple lives can't access things or do things. Like, just even tonight, to go to our comedy show, I need my app to prove that I have tickets. There's no more like physical ticket. So anyways, it's just crazy. But anyways, gonna go home and the puppy will either be there or be there very, very soon. I also want to add something that's a little bit sketch. So the reason we weren't on the T-Mobile internet access is because this other store had told us that it's not in our area yet. And this guy was like, oh, the address doesn't matter. And he put in some like address in a different area in our town, so somebody else's address, to make it accept it. And he was all, it just has to do with like capacity of the cell towers in that area, but they're so behind on updating those capacity measurements that truly you could just put in an address for wherever and get access and you should be fine. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, is anything gonna get sent to these addresses with like my name and stuff? He's like, oh no, nothing gets sent to that address. It's just for the internet connection. And I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, am I gonna like be too much for the I don't know. I'm questioning the accuracy of that deal, you know? I'm worried. Okay, you guys missed the whole like introduction here of Miss Ellie to the house, which is so funny because I was sitting here watching Jacqueline's video and I totally forgot her cat's name is Ellie. I was like, I knew I heard that name before. Anyways, we both have an Ellie now. Ryan was working on getting our internet changed from One to T-Mobile, and or One, what is it called, Lumen to T-Mobile, and he needed my phone that whole time, so I just played with her and played with Rosie, and they played hard and heavy, and here we are now. She's sheeping. She's a tuckered girl, but I will capture some videos of her either later today or tomorrow, and you guys will continue to see her. But she's a puppy. Was going underneath my tree and like grabbing tree lights and pulling on them. I'm like, no, 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 no. But Rosie loves her. They were playing pretty heavily. You know, Rosie was corralling her and pouncing at her, and Ellie was too. And I think Ellie got a little bit overwhelmed with Rosie because she is high energy, but also Ellie is high energy. And Sally was saying it's good for her because that's who she was in my house. My dogs were like, what the heck? So I think that they're going to be great buddies, great playmates, and I'm excited. Got her crate set up and her water and her food, and Sally brought toys for her too, like this one. Look at how cute this is. Anyways, she is set up. We're gonna go on our date tonight, and I told the boys I'm gonna put her in the crate. I'll make sure she plays and all of that before we go, but I'm gonna put her in the crate when we leave, and hopefully she just takes a good 4 to 5 hour nap, and then when we get home we'll take her back out and let her play some more before bedtime. But anyways, all is well. Okay, YouTube fam, here's little Ellie. Oh, she's camera shy. Oh, but look at how adorable she is. She's an adorable little girl. She's adorable. What do you think, Rose?
That's okay. I should have asked for more advice.
Good morning. It's Sunday and I'm heading to church. Yesterday we got home at like 11:45 p.m. and I didn't go to bed until like 12:40 because little Miss Ellie was not doing okay in her crate. She sounds so weird with her crying. I can't even explain it, and I don't even know how like the work week is gonna go, because obviously I need to put her in the crate so she doesn't electrocute herself or get stuck somewhere or something while we're gone. And since I'm only 8 minutes away from the house, I'm like, okay, I could like run home on lunches and like play with her and make sure she goes potty, and I'm gonna see if my mom is able to stop by maybe like I don't know, around 9:30 or 10 to check on her to go potty. And then if I'm coming home from lunch between 1 and 2 or 12 and 1, somewhere in there, I think she'll be okay until Ryan gets home, because he gets home by 4. But anyways, it'll take some time. The crate's only temporary. We're gonna just do it with her until we can trust her and that we know that she'll be safe. But last night we didn't go to bed until 1:40 or 12:40 because she was crying so much. So I was like, I rolled over and looked at her. I'm like, the other dog slept with us when they were puppies. So the second that we pulled her into our bed, she was quite content. Very happy girl. So that worked out. Today, after church, I'm going to take Brody with me to Costco. So our factor meals will be arriving today for our fasting journey. And then Brody doesn't want to do factor meals. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not making dinners. There's a pimple right here and it's bugging me. I'm not going to make dinner, so we're going to find some stuff at Costco he can make himself after school. But I still want to eat with him. I told him that. Like, I still want to have time with him. That's something I look forward to every night, is kind of checking in with everybody. But anyways, we're going to Costco, and I'm also going to look for bulk things like paper towels and eggs, and see if they've got a good big coffee that I can grind and all that stuff. So that's the goal today. Puppy is on Ryan watch, so we'll see how that goes. But it's his dog, guys. Ellie is his dog. She cuddled him so much last night. She did not care about me. She was up in him, and I think it's because a mix of I think she liked his like natural fuzziness of being a man, but I also think that she really liked his heated blanket, because she was just like literally skin to skin with that guy all night. And then this morning she hopped out of bed and I caught it, so I ran after her and took her outside to potty. So she pottied outside, and then she pottied again before I left for church, so she should be good. Anyways, and I go, if I have anything interesting to share from our Advent today, I will.
But this messianic kingdom is what Isaiah is writing about. So he is predicting a time where this will take its full effect. And Jesus was the introduction to this. And okay, you're like, oh, well, Noah, but not every blind person sees these days. Noah, not every deaf person is able to hear, and so on and so forth. But there are miracles happening. Even if we can't always see them or don't always see them, there are miracles still happening.
Wait, Ellie's not around. Why did you leave my door open and now she's in her room? Oh, her door's open and now she's.
What are you doing, Ellie? What are you doing? Catching up since after, I was gonna say the gym, after church. Today's Advent word was joy, and it was really nice just hearing about the power of joy and how hope and joy kind of come together, and how little acts of being joyous can change the room, and the smallest things like holding a door open for somebody, or choosing to be the person to say hello first. It could be the smallest things like that, and how it can bring others up. And they talked about Israel and the 3 kings. One of the kings had died. The town had divided into 2, and then all of this like wars and stuff were happening, and in the book of Isaiah, which I haven't read yet, so I don't fully understand the story, but there was this road built, and this like promise of those that walked down this road would feel joy and all these wonderful things that would come along with it. And I don't know, joy is one of those things that I try to be a person that shares joy, because I know that the world is heavy, and I know that there's just so much we can't control. And even myself, like I can feel myself taxed and have a really hard time, like just even be to think of the word joy. But it is something that I know is important, and that I know that God wants for all of us to show and share. And I don't know, it was just another great one. I think last week's message was so strong to me about peace, and it spoke too much to my soul. No, like so much to my soul about how I feel about the world and how my place in it and stuff, that this topic of joy just kind of interlaces with it. And I've been really enjoying the Advent adventure of just talking through different things. But when I got home, I didn't end up taking Brody to Costco. We went to Grocery Outlet, and I took him to lunch. I took him to the Noodle Zone because they have amazing peach tea there, and I had to have him try it, and he really liked it. And then I've been home and making myself relax. My house isn't too messy. I still have some laundry to do and stuff, but I feel like I've just been going so hard this last week. And then Saturday rushed by with the puppy, and then our show, which I'm thankful for all those things. And then with, getting up and going straight to church, I just felt like, you know what? Sundays are meant for rest, and I need that. So I edited a video today, and I'm going to work on editing this one too, and schedule it to upload for Monday night? No, Tuesday morning. And yeah, I made dinner. It was a corned beef dinner. Our factor should actually be arriving tomorrow. My mom's on board to come and let little Miss Ellie out in the morning, so that gives me big relief. So thankful for her being up the road. So thankful. And yeah, we're just gonna adjust into this new week with a puppy. And Rosie's going through a stage, and I remember Allie doing this, and I remember Chewy doing this, where they're kind of excited the first day, and then they have like a day or two of like being over it, like annoyed or put off, a little bit jealous maybe. But I know she'll come around. So today, as like official, I guess, day 2, she's over it. And she growled at her this morning. She's like, leave me alone. And everything. But I'm trying to give her love too, and let her know that she is still our Rosie girl. We love her so much. But yeah, it's been a good Sunday. I'm glad that I slowed down and listened to my body and just relaxed. I watched a bunch of YouTube. I think I'm caught up on everybody's Vlogmases. I watched Willa D, I watched Jacqueline, I watched Brittany. Was there anybody else I watched? I think there were the 3 main ones I watched today. And I watched a documentary about a weird cult. And yeah, I feel like I'm about ready to go to bed. But thank you guys for watching another vlog. This one wasn't so much in my car, so that's nice. And I don't know, maybe I'll try and vlog more in my office, or just change up the setting a bit for this week. But until next time, take care, love always, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one.